Hello, industrial engineering friends. Today I'm going to talk about some quick advising notes as you get ready to register for spring 2022. So just to note, every single person in this major has an advisor hold every single semester. So your advisor, who's listed at the top of your degree works or in the email that I just sent you, is the only person that can release this hold. So please make it a point to meet with them to get that hold released. When can I register? So a couple of new things this year. The time for registration has changed. So it used to be 7:45 in the morning and 12:15 in the afternoon. Now we've moved it to 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. just so that we make sure that office staff are ready to help you if you should need it at that time. Here's the timetable. You'll see that it begins on the 1st of November. Priority registration, that is for athletes, honors students, and also students who work with the Disabilities Learning Resource Center, and also veterans. So if you have priority registration, you will have been notified about it. So if you haven't been notified, more than likely you do not have priority registration. Also note that the registration time units is based on earned hours, not applied. Applied is in progress, things that you're in right now, and earned. So earned hours is anything that you've received a grade for or transferred in the past. So for the catalogs for industrial engineering, we've made some changes along the way. So most of people watching this video are probably in this section here, the 2019 and 20. Please note that you will have to complete the career readiness program. Also, you are able to change some of your ethics courses rather than just taking engineering ethics. And the sustainability concentration has been available since the 2019 catalog. So if that's of interest to you, you can use the major declaration to change it. A note on prerequisites. Even though many of these courses are prerequisites for each other and for some of the engineering courses that you'll take in your junior year, a total of 34 units of these courses listed here must be completed before you can register for junior level classes. So if you haven't completed 34 units, then you won't be allowed to register for junior level classes. A note that many courses have ISYE 330 as a co-req or prereq. Most of those have a C- requirement. So if you've received a D in ISYE 330, they need to make a plan to make it up. Just to note, ISYE 330 is being offered over intersession and next summer. Let's talk about what you should be taking and when. So just a note, upper division courses at level 300 and above can only be registered for in the College of Arts and Sciences and the School of Engineering if you have completed and are in progress with 45 units or more. The School of Business has a higher level of 60 units. So if you're having trouble registering for an upper division class, this may be the error that you receive, and there's really no way around that. Diversity. Within the core, there's 2 levels of diversity that must be taken, level 1 and then level 2. Level 1 is usually met with Engineering 103 in the School of Engineering, but that has to be completed before you can register for a level 2 class. Religious studies is similar. You have to take the lower division religious studies before you can register for the upper division. And also you cannot plan to take them within the same semester. So please plan accordingly, take the lower level and then the upper level. First year students, you're just kind of plugging along with the curriculum, with the common curriculum for all engineering students, taking 102 or 103 next, taking physics, Calc 2, chemistry and or computer science, and then also your LLC class. This is a preview of what you'll register for next fall. Sophomores, it's important that you try to get ISYE 330 done this semester. And again, you need to complete it with a C- or better to be a prereq for the next semester's classes. So when you look at the next fall, it's a very full semester of all ISYE and engineering classes that are required. So there's not a lot of room to take ISYE 330 this semester. So you really need to be making that your priority for this spring. Juniors, you'll continue with the curriculum in ISYE. You'll also maybe start on your electives. The ISYE requires 15 units of electives, so please get started on that. And seniors will be taking your senior design course plus ISYE 460, as well as continuing with program electives. Also, now's the time to really start looking at, have I completed the core? What is going to hold me up for graduation? Just to note that your total major units must equal 147. So even you may be able to complete all the requirements for the degree and still be a unit or two short. So that's a number you should be keeping an eye on at this time so that we can always figure out a solution to get you a few extra credits. So please keep an eye on that. Also, approved electives in ISYE, we are offering 380, 385, and 410 next semester. Any of those would count as approved electives. Also, any course offered within the School of Engineering, whether that's computer science, EE, mechanical engineering, or general engineering, those will automatically apply to your ISYE approved electives. If you're taking a course outside of the School of Engineering, you need to have that approved. And the person to approve it is your advisor. So I'd say I recommend getting in writing, sending your advisor an email, telling them which elective you'd like to take, why it's applicable to your career goals, and then they'll let you know if it's approved or not. There is a non-approved list, so don't just think if you come up with a good enough explanation, you'll have it approved. Please follow through with the approval process. Also, let's talk about the sustainability concentration. Use the online declaration of major form, which is found in your My Academics page, and you would just take these following electives. So 380, 385, and then 2 more sustainability related courses. All of these electives count towards your ISYE total elective count. So it's a concentration, it's not additional work. Have you submitted a petition to graduate? If once you get to 90 units, usually the registrar will email you and say, you need to submit a petition to graduate. If you haven't done this yet, or you forgot the email, you can go to the senior page of the portal and submit it there. Once you submit, if you look at DegreeWorks, next to graduation date, if there's an actual date there, then it's been approved. All right, intersession this year. Online registration for intersession ends on October 28th. That doesn't mean that after then you can't register for a class. It just means after October 28th, you'll need to contact One Stop if you want to register for a course. These are 3 courses that might be of interest to you. There are others, including many core classes that you may need, but these are maybe of interest. For instance, ISYE 330, especially if maybe you're going to receive a D in it, that maybe getting the C- or better would be useful to do over intersession. Also statics, if you're planning on taking ISYE 350 in the spring, statics is a prerequisite for that class. If you're planning on taking any courses outside of USD, whether it's intersession or the next summer, please note that USD does have a policy that all courses must be taught in person and be pre-approved. So please make that part of your plan. If you are in your last 30 units, you're not allowed to take classes outside of USD. Just to note that planning ahead, summer 2022, we will be offering ISYE 220 and ISYE 330. So both of these courses are being offered so that you can stay on track. There are a few prerequisite issues that can be really troublesome if you can't complete these courses on track and on time. So maybe take advantage of this opportunity. For summer study abroad, some courses you might be interested in addition to many courses that satisfy core requirements, we're offering Engineering 102 in London with Dr. Ernie Kim. And in Tokyo, Dr. Eric Jang is offering Comp 494. If you're not sure if you have the prereq for that class, you might talk to Dr. Jang. I'm not sure how technical of computing that class is. Next steps. So you can follow the instructions in the email that I sent you about how to get in touch with your advisor. Also, you can use a screenshot of the flowchart. This is found on the ISYE curriculum page of the School of Engineering website. If you can't find it, use Google and Industrial Engineering USD flowchart. You'll find it. You can mark it up, show what you have taken, show what you plan on taking, and email it to your advisor as a starting point to get started on the advising. All right, that's everything I have. Good luck to you.